On today's episode, I'm going to show you my absolute favorite TC Electronics pedals ever made. Ever. They're really good. First up is the Rusty Fuzz. This is a fantastic fuzz pedal, but it does really nice distortion sounds, so I'm going to demo that for you. This series of pedals in the TC line is internally referred to by them as the Smorgasbord series. There was a guy named Tor who worked at TC Electronics for years. He was basically head of the pedal department, and he took some of the Behringer circuits that existed when Behringer took over TC. He took those and he refined them. He did tweaks to them. They redid the circuit board layouts. They put them in these heavy, nice metal enclosures, true bypass switching. This is a really great line that they released for the more affordable market. It's to help people get into pedals, and they're great. Honestly, they're pro quality. I would put this on any board, anywhere, and play it. I like turning up the tone control for a more distorted sound, and it's based around the Boss FZ3, so it's automatically awesome. Let's check it out. Next is the Brainwaves pitch shifter. This is relatively new. It is amazing. I think I can say confidently it's one of the best octave pitch shifting pedals on the market. Everything from whammy sounds, octave ups, down, choose your intervals, really cool stuff. It has this amazing mash system. Go read up on that. I was always a fan of the sub and up that they did, and even in the Smorgasbord series, this octave, the Nether, but this is phenomenal. And what's crazy is its ability to track entire chords, like flawlessly, with almost no latency. It's almost magical. It is magical, dare I say. It's magical. Next up is the Mudhoney by T-Rex. No, seriously, it's the vintage Distortion, which is the same exact pedal in every way, made for TC Electronics by T-Rex. It's awesome. It's a rat style circuit. It's one of the best I think ever made of that type of circuit. And it came at a time when TC only had rack units and multi-effect type stuff, and they had no singular pedals. And they collaborated with T-Rex. It's fantastic. Push in the boost button, and it is a crazy good high gain distortion. I think this entire line and that story deserves an episode one day. I don't know what you think, but that's definitely what I think. Next up is one of the best, most excellent digital delays ever created. It is, without a doubt, amazing. The Nova delay. This thing does everything you need, everything you want, without anything that's unnecessary. And I really mean that. It has stereo in and outs, tap tempo, modulation, presets. You can turn it on and off. What other pedal does that? And you have subdivisions. Now, this is what's great. This is one of the first pedals I ever played, and still to this day, one of the best sounding pedals that I've ever played that does this. You can set a quarter note and have the dotted eighth at the same time. So instead of stacking pedals, it does it all internally. Mod level here is amazing, and color of the repeats to go from darker analog to brighter digital. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It deserves to be talked about for 100 more years at least. Maybe 200. TC Electronics' very first pedal was the Stereo Chorus Plus pitch modulator and flanger. It is most excellent. When it comes to creating modulation sounds, adding some pitch to your guitar signal, it's incredible with chorus, vibrato, and flanger. It does a lot of stuff. I love the vibrato sound. It's kind of close to a VB2 hard pitch vibrato, and it's awesome. This is a reissue. Here's an original unit with the European plug. See that? 220? That means it sounds better. It doesn't. They sound the same. The old and new one are identical. But I'm going to play the European one because it's more complicated and I'll have to use a power converter, and I want to complicate everything today. That's how I'm feeling, and I'm going to go with it. There are a lot of TC pedals I like, so many so that I need to start cheating and showing a couple per riff. That's where I'm at. There's a lot of good ones. So I'm going to pair these up. They're both from the Smorgasbord series. This is the Gauss Tape Echo. It emulates an Echoplex, Roland Space Echo kind of thing. Really, really good. For the money, it's absolutely crazy. It should be illegal. It's that good. Then you have the Crescendo Auto Swell, which is a play on the old Slow Gear by Boss. This costs like $25,000. That's an exaggeration. And then this is free. It's going to play them. You'll see. At this point, I want to keep going. I'm feeling it. This could be an hour-and-a-half episode, but I really got to end it. Here are the final two. I'm excited. You ready? The MojoMojo Overdrive. I would call it Overdrive Distortion because I think it does both. But that's fine. It's fine, TC. And Flashback, Delay, and Looper. This is legendary, along with the Hall of Fame Reverb. These are kind of staples, like for affordability and all the options and sounds. They're amazing. This is really overlooked. Paul Gilbert turned me onto this. It's been in his rig for quite some time. Really, really good overdrive that a lot of people need to go buy right now because you obviously aren't playing it. I don't see it enough, and I want to see that change. So go buy this. Even before this clip, hit pause and go buy it. I'm going to use this for slap delay. I love these pedals. They're really good. You need to buy this. I want to give TC some honorable mentions in the guitar pedal accessory category because they have some really amazing stuff. I don't use noise gates a lot, like hardly ever, but when I have to, I really need them. And I have always preferred this over anything on the market this Sentry. It's really, really great. I like that it seems more adjustable and I can fine tune it for certain situations. I use a lot of single coils and certain places hate that, and that has always been really helpful. The Ditto looper is fantastic. I think that they really have become the standard for all pedal looping to some extent. These are really affordable. There's a ton of versions of this pedal. This is the small one, but there are bigger ones. It's really great. I like to just leave it in my gig bag or in my pedal board. I can throw it on the floor if I want to practice or use it. Sometimes I put this at the end of my board so that if I'm creating big ambient like pad sounds, I can loop them and have them stay underneath what I'm doing. And the Polytune series of tuners, it's really hard to beat this. Really crazy. It's a very, very advanced tuner, and they have the clip-on version. This is my favorite clip-on tuner ever. I know that I've been using the Snark tuner in this video. It's a good one. It just happened to be on the guitar, but I want to let everyone know that I like this more than this, but I do like this. This is good. This is gooder. They're both really good. I don't not like anything really ever. I like everything. Especially this. Record time. Today's record time is brought to you by The Reminder from Feist. Really, really great artist. She's Canadian. It doesn't really matter, but it needs to be said. I like most things Canadian except for one band that got popular in the 90s. Two bands. Anyway, let's talk about this record. My favorite tracks are Feel It All and 1, 2, 3, 4. She has this incredible ability to write catchy, dare I say poppy songs, but the root and the heart of it is super cool. It's very raw, her guitar tones are awesome, the production's great, and her voice is such a signature sound. They track a lot of her vocals with the microphone running into guitar amps and then miking that guitar amp. I love it. I love all of her stuff, but this might be my favorite record. In the comments below, check it out. Let me know what your favorite track is, and if you know about any of her other albums, let's talk about those songs as well. Let's just talk about Feist. She's awesome. That's it. That's all I got for today. Do this. I promise you'll like it. I really do. Thanks so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Go play your TC pedals. They're amazing. And check out some of these that I hope you had never seen before. They're doing awesome stuff. I'm a big fan. I want to thank our patrons out there. Let me just name some of you guys. Birdwood Guitars, Adam Price, Chris McCoy, Kelly Sheernan, Tim Burton, Josh Stott, not Scott. We need to hang out and confuse everybody. And Ross G, thank you so much for being a patron. If you're interested in that, there's a link in the description. You get a monthly video where I dive really deep into one of the historical subjects that we get involved in here on the show. You get giveaways that no one else has access to, all kinds of fun stuff. So go check that out. I really, really want you to hit like for this episode because I thought it was great. And then subscribe to the channel. There's also a bell icon to get notifications of every future episode. Until next time, have a great day. Play your guitar. It's fun.